possesses Sansom. Rice gives the ball though to Paul Parker. And Sinton embarking on a run. Help from Wegerle. Oh, and Sinton's got it back again, and he scored! Well, if you haven't seen Andy Sinton before, Steve Sutton certainly has. There was an indication there of why he's moving closer and closer to international recognition. He ran at Forest and then realised there wasn't a way through the first time. Wegerle drove it back in again. Sinton collected and slid it beyond Sutton. An excellent goal in its construction and in its taking. Oh, and it's Barker with a free strike. Simon Barker, it flew in. And that might well mean the 3 points for Queen's Park Rangers. And Simon Barker is having a splendid spell in terms of goal scoring at the moment. It was inviting for him, and he really accepted the invitation with relish. Sutton didn't have a prayer.
Ian Wright's broken leg meant a Crystal Palace debut for Gary Thompson, signed from Watford during the week. Well, it took Thompson just 4 minutes to make an impact against one of his former clubs. Aston Villa perhaps showing signs of the title jitters, Thompson bundling in the loose ball. Villa are still 3 points clear of Liverpool at the top, but they've now played 2 games more.
Everton gave Norwich a goal start. David Phillips suddenly found himself on his own and had enough about him to seize the opportunity expertly. But their commitment to retrieving the goal was wholesale. I keep hearing they're not playing well, but they're not half scoring some good goals. Tony Cotty's getting most of them. It was a starter for 3, maybe a starting point for a run at one of the 3 treasured European places being dangled before us again. Cotty's 5th in 3 games, but is he coming or going? Partner Graham Sharp escaped suspension at an FA hearing last night. He escaped the attentions of a marker to round off last week's win. Another win this week will put Everton 3rd, and that may be enough for Europe.
Arsenal's home defeat by Chelsea a week ago more or less finished their hopes of retaining the Championship, but it's their away form that has cost them this season. 9 defeats on their travels before the visit to Derby, who appear to take pity on their visitors. Alan Smith heading down for Martin Hayes, in for the injured David Rocastle to take advantage of some sleepy defending to score. Derby certainly didn't help themselves. Michael Forsyth was caught dozing here, and that allowed Perry Groves all the space he wanted down the right. The home defenders nowhere near him, nor Alan Smith in the centre, nor Kevin Campbell, the scorer at the far post. Peter Shilton, a picture of quiet despair. A testing afternoon for Shilton and for Derby's unpopular chairman Robert Maxwell, making his first appearance of the season at the baseball ground to jeers from the home support. Maxwell saw his players continue to defend like strangers, Smith heading against the bar, Hayes touching in the rebound for his second, Arsenal 3 up at half-time, all thoughts of poor away form vanished. Maxwell then decided he'd seen enough and left with half an hour to go, although he had at least seen Derby score by then. Rob Briscoe with the goal of the game, his first in senior football.
"20 minutes gone in the second half. It's still goalless here at the Dell. Southampton against Manchester United. Danny Wallace forward to Mark Hughes. Hughes being forced wide, but has kept possession. And a strange sort of ball, but it reaches Gibson. Oh, it's in! Colin Gibson has given Manchester United the lead. His first goal of the season. The United fans celebrate what could be a very important goal for them. Throw already taken. Martin. Webb with the shot. Oh, and the keeper's fumbled it. And what an introduction for the substitute. Robbins has scored within 30 seconds of coming on.
So will the real Coventry City please step forward? 1 week they're scoring 4 at Nottingham Forest, the next conceding 4 at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Cyril Regis opened up space for Kevin Gallagher to open the scoring against Charlton, and this looked like being one of their good days. But they couldn't maintain it. The warning signs were there when Tommy Caton thundered a first half free kick against the crossbar, but they went unheeded, and there was to be no such let-off in the second half. Scott Minto strode through the middle with alarming ease to equalise for Charlton, who are at least putting up a fight, even though they look to be on their way out of the First Division. Lenny Lawrence's side had much the better of the second half and earned the break they got for the winner amid some truly appalling defending. A whole catalogue of haplessness in the build-up here. The final touch of Kevin Drinkle for an own goal. Charlton off the bottom.
Priest with the corner for Luton. Oh, it's gone in! An own goal by Mick McCarthy. What a terrible start for him, but Brannigan will have to take his share of the blame. Dowie. Oh, it's hit the post. It was very nearly another own goal, in fact, off McCarthy. Black again. Oh yes, crisply struck. And Les Briley, the replacement. Allen. Oh, he's done well there to get that ball back, and Briley, with his first touch, has scored. 2-1.
Peter Shirtliff was the central figure at Plough Lane after Trevor Francis and Nigel Worthington had worked a short corner, and with John Fashanu seemingly left all alone on central defensive duty, Shirtliff stretched to score. That goal coming 5 minutes into the second half. That wasn't the last of Shirtliff in this game though, nor Fashanu for that matter. 13 minutes later, at the other end of the field, Wimbledon's centre forward chasing an equaliser won a highly debatable penalty. Wednesday had grounds for complaint on 2 fronts here. For one thing, Shirtliff's challenge looked to be outside the penalty area. For another, it seemed as if he got the ball. Full marks to Fashanu though for brushing aside the controversy to produce a penalty as nonchalant as this.
Montcow to Johnson. The Chelsea fans trying to urge their team forward now. Bumstead to Hall. Johnson had continued his progress down the middle, and Chelsea have won the free kick. 20 minutes to the first half to go. Might be a chance for Nicholas to blast one in from here. Johnson is there too. And Tony DeRigo as well, who's got a pretty powerful shot. Middlesbrough have all 10 outfield players back defending this free kick. Roger Milford making sure that wall is a requisite distance away. 5 in the wall. It's DeRigo. Oh, it's a goal! Pear's got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. And Tony DeRigo has blasted Chelsea into the lead. Pear's is furious with himself.
Yes, do you give the credit to DeRigo for a lovely swerving shot, or maybe just, as you say, maybe just say to Stephen Pearce, possibly ought to have done better, son?